Good day, how are you? Today we are going to make a revision. Since we are starting to write paper 1, mathematics, this revision is for those who are writing ZIMSEC, who are sitting for November 2024. And I would like to believe we are going to write around next week in October. So for now, we are going to do the revision of all past exam papers. We are going to do paper 1, we are going to do paper 2. So for now, we want to start with paper 1. We are going to do both papers. So if you want to see or watch all the videos for the revision of all these past exam papers, most of them we have done them. So what we are going to do, for now, we only selected some few questions to show you how are we going to solve and how we can manage to score high marks when you are writing paper 1. Remember, paper 1 has got a lot of questions, but each question only carries a few marks. Most probably, the highest mark per question you can get, it might be 3 marks. But usually, you get 1 mark, 1 mark, 1 mark per question. So, like now, I have 3 questions or 4 questions here, which are carrying 1 mark, 1 mark. So, everything has to be on your fingertips so that you have to be fast. You have to attempt a lot of questions so that you can be able to score a lot of marks. So for now, I have these 4 questions here, which I'm going to answer them for you. Then we only need practice so that maybe next week we can be able to score a lot of marks. So for now, question number 1, it comes from ZIMSEC November 2023, paper 1, mathematics. This is 5 over 7 minus 2 over 5. What do we need to do? These are fractions. We need to find the common denominator. Multiply the 2 denominators. What do you get? You get 5. You get 35. Then 7 into 35. What do we get? We get 5 multiplied by the numerator minus 5 into 35. You get 7 multiplied by the numerator. 5 times 5, it's 25, minus 7 times 2, 14, all over 35. 25 minus 14, what do we get? We get 11 over 35. You get your 1 mark here. We go on again here. 1 and 1/5 divided by 2 and a third. So here, this is a mixed fraction. This is a mixed fraction. Change it to an improper fraction. How do we change it? Multiply the numerator by the whole number, then multiply the denominator by the whole number, then you add the numerator. You take the denominator as it is. 5 times 1, we get 5 plus 1, it's 6 over 5. Divided by 3 times 2, we get 6 plus 1, it's 7. 7 over 3. We are here. What do? We want to remove this division sign. How do we remove the division sign? We invert this 6 over 5 multiplied by 3 over 7. You multiply the numerators and you multiply the denominator. 6 times 3, what do we get? We get 18 divided by 5 times 7, we get 35. We go on here, we have these are vectors. This is vector 1. OP is equals to minus 2 and 7, and OQ is equal to 12 and minus 5. Find PQ and find modulus of OQ. When we are talking of modulus, what are we talking about? It's just the same as like we are talking of length. So now find PQ. This is how we answer PQ is equal to OQ minus OP. Like this. You subtract this minus this. So now, OQ, what do we have? We have 12 minus 5. Minus OP, what do we get? We have minus 2 and 7. So this is 12 minus 2. What do we get? A negative, and a negative, they give us a positive. So we have 12 plus 2, we get 14. Minus 5 minus 7, what do we get? We get minus 12. We go on to part B. We are told to find the modulus of OQ. Modulus of OQ. What do we have on OQ? We have 12 and minus 5. So the modulus we are going to have, this is 12 squared plus minus 5 squared. What do we get? If we add this under the square root sign, we get 169. When we get 169, what is the square root of 169? It's 13 units. So these are some of the questions we solved. We are going to solve again we are going to solve the whole question paper today. So these are some of the questions. Wait for the next questions. I hope we are going to manage to solve all the questions today. So today we are going to be practicing paper 1. After maybe in the evening, we are going to practice for paper 2, since we are going to write for ZIMSEC November 2024. Maybe paper 1 is going to be on the 14th of October, if I'm not mistaken. Then paper 2 is going to be on the 16th of October. So we don't have much time here. What we want is to be able to grab a lot of marks. So paper 1 is the most difficult paper, since it has a lot of questions which carries few marks. So in other words, you need to attempt a lot of questions so that you can be able to score 50% and above. Thank you very much for watching. So we are going to continue with this November 2023 paper 1 mathematics.